thank you for being here. We're going to go over the Virgo full moon. So the Virgo full moon is happening on February 24th, 2024 at 7:31 Eastern Standard Time. It will be occurring at 5 degrees and 23 minutes. So look at any planets or points in your chart for 5 degrees and 23 minutes or just 5 degrees. You can go for a 10 degree orb, which means 10 degrees above 5 degrees, 15, or 10 degrees below 5 degrees, okay? To find out if it is affecting you. So full moons are when cycles are ending, projects that are ending, also releasing emotionally, okay, is here with the full moon in Virgo. The moon will be in Virgo opposing the sun in Pisces at the same degree, 5 degrees and 23 minutes. Now, Virgo is a practical sign, while Pisces is not something so practical. It's hidden. Okay, so something hidden may come to light because this Virgo full moon will have Mercury conjunct the sun, which will bring in clarity, but Saturn is conjunct the sun and a lesson is coming to light. Okay, there will be a reality check or a boundary that needs to be placed. This full moon will prompt you to overcome any escapism that you made a habit. The avoidance you have been attached to will no longer work, and you will be forced to face the problem or situation in a practical way. Mercury will bring in the clarity, while Saturn, working slowly on his lesson, is making sure that you understand the lesson and to act accordingly. The moon being opposed to these planets will help you release emotionally and think practically about your next steps. I do want to let you know that mixed emotions, if you are feeling like you're not sure what to do next, mixed emotions are your clarity. So if you feel any type of mixed emotion, take that as you need to stop, you need to pause, and there needs to be reflection in regards to the next action to take, okay? Because Saturn is trying to show you the lesson that you've been trying to learn with Saturn in Pisces, okay? So let's look at the chart. I do want to show you this full moon. So we have the moon opposing the sun here. And as you can see, Mercury at the top at 2 degrees is conjunct the sun, and so is Saturn here at 9 degrees, okay, in Pisces. So we're going to look at your chart and see where this full moon is affecting you. I'm going to go through all the signs. Your sun, moon, and rising sign is very necessary for you to listen to so that you can get a bigger picture of what's happening within your world, because not everything seems like it should be, okay? Also, I do want to point out that I have the the Mars conjunct Pluto in Aquarius videos up, and the Venus conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. So if you want to look at those, because this full moon is a reflection of that, is to push you on that path of what's next, okay? So if you want to look at those, your sun, moon, and rising, that would be a good idea. Also, if you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, you can check out my Learning Astro Matrix app. in my playlist, and it tells you how to find your sun, moon, and rising. If you're confused about where you may have planets placed within the 5-degree orb, you can look at the Astromatrix app, Learning Astrology, in my playlist, and you can see how to read your chart. If you read whole sign, usually each whole sign is in each house, but if it's Placidus, you will see 2 signs or more in a house. Okay, that's what Placidus is. But I do suggest that you learn how to read your chart so that you can confirm whether or not this is happening within the house placement that I talk about. When I'm speaking about the houses within my recordings, I'm using whole sign houses. Okay, so usually if Aries, right, is the rising sign, then that would mean that the second house would be Taurus, and so on and so forth. So if you have Sagittarius as a rising sign, the second house will be Capricorn. Okay, so on and so forth. So please understand how to read your chart so that you can know what house this is happening in for you. All right. I'm going to go over all the signs, and I'll see you soon. Taurus, I hope you're doing well today. We're going to look at where this full moon is in your chart. This is for Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. So we have a full moon in Virgo, and Virgo is placed in your 5th house, opposing the sun, which makes it a full moon in the 11th house. Okay, so in the 5th house is related to loved ones, is also how you love. This is your hobbies, your children, your joy, your hope, your optimism, your motivation, your celebrity and popularity status, recognition. This is where your friends are. Okay, and pets are here, dating and pleasures, creativity endeavors, and fun sex. Gambling is also placed in this house. This could look like you deciding to change the way that you relate to what you love. And with the 11th house activated, this could be, I don't love my community anymore. I would like to be somewhere else or something. There is some type of releasing here. And you could be releasing emotionally that you've been part of a community for a very long time, however that looks for you, whether it be like a group, a network, association, affiliation, and it could have been something you've been thinking about for a while, since Saturn has been in your 11th house. Okay, it's been trying to give you lessons on your surrounding community. Also, 11th house deals with what you really want, your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Okay. Socializing is here. Also, long distance friendships and older siblings are here in that 11th house. So Saturn has been working on you of know where you belong. And the only way to do that is to figure out what you love. And slowly you are pushing out things that you don't love with that 5th house activated with this full moon. You could be doing this physically or emotionally, to where you're over it. You're over being a part of that group, or you're over being part of that community because it doesn't hit home for you. Okay, it doesn't align with your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Now, it does deal with love. So this could also be
you changing your mind about love, whether it is to love more endearly, or that maybe you should put a pause on your soulmate, right? or maybe you should put a pause on dating. That could be something that you're thinking about. Maybe you're a part of an app, a dating app, because the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius and it deals with electronics and electronic groups. Okay, so you could be dealing with an app that has brought you nothing but pain. Okay, I'll put it that way. This could be some type of creative endeavor that you had been a part of or had or thought about doing, and you're deciding to not do it anymore. Some type of hobby. It could relate to being a part of a community, a group, association, like you were an admin for something, or you were a part of the county council or some type of city council or something like that, right? That you're deciding to not do that anymore. Okay. Let's see. Fifth house is also gambling. So it does look like you could stop gambling, that you realize that it's a bad habit at this time. I want to see where Saturn rules, which is Capricorn, in your ninth house. So Saturn has been asking you to change your groups, your affiliations, maybe even your hopes, dreams, and wishes, your goals, right? And the ninth house deals with the bigger picture. So this is all a part of the next thing, the next goal, okay, that you're wanting to be associated with. But Saturn is asking you to change your belief system and revolving around those things so that you can see the truth. The truth will be coming toward you during this full moon. There will be some type of clarity because it's Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules your second house. Okay, and the second house is income. The second house is maybe even sensual things, the things that you enjoy, the things that you value. Your morals are here. This could also be your confidence. Okay, and Saturn is trying to show you you need to believe in yourself a little bit more so that you can gain what's needed for that lesson to be learned. And there will be a clarity here. This could look like maybe you asked a group or an association for help. That could be something. And they turned you down. And now you're releasing them, right? You're not going to be a part of them. Whether that is a faith-based group with the ninth house is religion, or a religious organization, or some type of group and association that you've been a part of, right? Or community that you've been a part of. Like there's no help to be found and your love for them is changing, right? This could also look like the other way around, that they're there for you, okay? And you're releasing that love for them, right? You're enjoying being a part of that community. But it's Saturn's going to mess with you in regards to where do you belong. I mean, that's just the way that it's going to be for, I think it's like 1.5 years, okay? So keep that in mind, that there will be some back and forth in regards to some type of goal, community, or group affiliation. All right, but clarity is coming through during this full moon in regards to that second house being being activated. It could also be that this group, community, affiliation doesn't align up with your belief system, doesn't align up with your values, or your morals. And you're starting to see this. There's some type of clarity coming through. And that is prompting you to change it, right? That is prompting you to see the lesson of Saturn, right? For the next thing to come into your world. And the second house also deals with sensual things. So maybe you're starting to see whatever group affiliation, for example, this is not necessarily something that would happen, but it is for an example, that the group association that you're affiliated with, they could all be on drugs, right? You could just, right? Okay. And I say that only because Pisces is activated, and Pisces is drugs, right? And habits, right? So you could wake up and see some type of clarity that, oh man, everybody is just high. Right? And it goes against your values, your morals, and what you want out of your life, because maybe, you had a friend that was that way and things happened, right? That could have been something. I know that that happens to a lot of Tauruses, that they see their friends pass away from bad habits, But the, excuse me, Venus and Mars are conjunct right now in Aquarius, and is trying to push you toward some type of new professional life, new associations with groups that it would make you more happier. It would make you seem like your own authority, okay? With Aquarius, it's online too, so you could have more an advantage of some type of professional life online, right? With that 10th house activated, or some type of group and association online that can help you out to push you forward with whatever status you want, how others see you, okay? But the 10th house is activated. I do suggest that you go back and watch your Mars in Aquarius conjunct Pluto video for your sun, moon, and rising, and your Venus conjunct Pluto video for your sun, moon, and rising, okay? So that you can get a full picture of how this house is being activated and revolved to this full moon, right? Because there is a clarity coming through. There is something coming through with that second house of what you believe in, what your morals are, what you value, even materialistic things, right? Could be something. Money, finances, okay? Are you spending too much money on the groups that you're affiliated with, okay? And you don't even like it. You don't even like that group, And Saturn is asking you to think a little bit more on how you're servicing others, because Pisces is servicing others, right? They sacrifice. And Virgo is too, is the 6th house affiliate. And it is service to others, of how are you servicing yourself to others and sacrificing yourself, maybe even sacrificing that money that you have. And how is it affecting you in the long run? That 9th house is activated. Look at the bigger picture, right? How is this working out for you? Are you happy, right? That's the main key, because the 5th house being activated by this full moon is asking you to look at what you love. Look at what is making you happy. Is it making you happy? Also, this could be happening to a child that you have. And I say that because the 5th house rules children. So that would be some of the questions to ask them if this isn't happening to you. Is this making you happy? Is it part of your long-term plan, right? Or your college resume or whatever, right? So, all right, Taurus, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.